Here's what submitting an offer actually looks like and what all the terms mean. This will be the full highlighted version of what an offer actually is, so you know what you're submitting when you're purchasing a house. Section 1 is the actual property address and what's included. If it's not written in, it's not a part of the deal. So this is where you would write all the appliances to convey, so the refrigerator, washer, dryer, dishwasher, etc. Section 2 is the purchase price and completion day, so pretty self-explanatory. This is where you would write the amount that you would want to offer. So for example, $600,000, and yes, you as a buyer will choose the completion day or possession day. So say you want to take possession June 30th, you would write in June 30th. Section 3 is the general terms, which essentially states both the buyer and seller act fairly, follow timelines, do their own due diligence, and everyone plays by the same rules. Section 4 is your deposit or good faith money. This shows the sellers that you're serious. Once your offer gets accepted, you submit your deposit, which is then held in trust until closing. And if for some reason you default or violate the contract, the seller can fight to keep that money, or if the conditions aren't met, you usually get it back. Section 5, land title. You're getting clean ownership, no surprise debts or legal issues except for standard stuff like utility easements. Section 6 confirms that the seller has the right to sell and that the property follows local rules. What you should see is what you should get. Section 7, dower rights. If the seller's married but owns the home alone, their spouse would have to sign too. It's a legal protection for both sides. Section 8, conditions. This is your if section. So if financing or inspection is approved or they aren't met, the deal doesn't go through. Section 9 is attachments, so any extra terms or documents. Section 10, closing process. The lawyers handle the final steps, like the keys, payments, final paperwork. This just explains who does what and when. Section 11, insurance. The seller is responsible until the deal closes. After that, it's up to the buyer to get insured. Section 12, if either side backs out unfairly, the other can go after deposits or take legal action. Moving to 17 and 18, offer and acceptance. This is where the buyer makes an offer that the seller accepts. Once both sides sign, you've got a deal.